Start with the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most compassionate. How are you guys? I hope you are feeling well. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I will be to teach kinds of negative sentence. Single negative sentence, it has a one negative idea and it always give negative meaning. Like example, she is not speaking well. What? She is not speaking well. In a one idea stem of the negative sentence, it's a double negative sentence. It has two negative idea but gives positive meaning. We use negative prefix to add another negative idea. But the prefix of the add in another negative idea, the negative prefix in un, am, this, r, il, etc. Example, she is not unhappy. It's mean she is happy. She is not happy. What she is not happy? It's mean she is happy. Because it is perfect, incomplete, impossible, important, illegal, and dishonest. So like that. And the next thing about emphatic sentence. What is emphatic sentence? Emphatic sentence mean that is a collective declarative sentence or previous statement. It's a kind of declarative sentence which is used to show emphasis of an action. It's always show disagreement to the previous statement. We can use emphatic sentence in a present, indefinite, past, indefinite. For present indefinite, we add it to does, do, or does before the main word. We can use a main word, but main before the main word we can be to use this does or did. Uh, so examples: she studies hard. She does study hard. She does study hard. Look at the emphasis for the first statement. Does study. Does study. Look at in your mouth. It have what in your part have taken actions. So it's a called emphasize as no sentence. She does not go to school. They are not true, but she does go to school. What it is mean she does not go to school. It's mean she does go to school disagreement. Okay? A past of indefinite we add did before the main word. Like examples, she study hard. She study hard. She studied hard and she did study hard. They have a changes like a past infinitive. And she does not go to school. That is not true. She did go to school. It's a disagreement. So the emphasis of the sentence is only emphasize the action verb. But the cliff sentence is emphasized with the whole sentence and expect the verb. The cliff sentence it is a kind of declarative sentence that we use whenever we want to emphasize any part of sentence and expect of main verb. Like she played hanky with Shabnam. In a park on Monday, it was hunky that Shahid played with Shabina in park on Monday. It was Shahid was who played Anki with Shabnam in a park on Monday. It was Shabana with whom Shahid played in a park on Monday. It was park on which we watched Shahid played in park on Monday. And it was Monday on which we Shahid played in a park on Monday. So I want to change the name of noun, okay? Not extra I have to information because we have to easily understand it because you have to problem if you didn't understand. It is present future, but it was past formal. In a cliff sentence, we emphasize every part in a sentence, except main word. So we bring it in a first emphasize or stress. Operatic sentence. It's a kind of simple sentence that is used to show wish, a desire, and pray. Whenever we pray for someone or something, so we use operative sentence. It is always introduced by may and might. It is formatted by interrogative structure, but it does not take questions. May you live long. May Allah sweet bless you. So it is used to show wish or this is either real or unreal, and it is introduced by the following expressions: wish or that will that. What will that wish or that? Note above expressions, all expressions have got same meaning and the same use. Example: I wish I come become a doctor. Or did I become a doctor? Will you that I become a doctor? That is above all expressions. We have two types of wish or desire. Real wish. It's a kind of wish or disease which we can achieve or complete. It always show completion in a future. We use present indefinite tense to show a future tense or real wish. Wish is a simple thing and a simple word we can to use in a future. Okay? Wish plus present indefinite future meaning. She wish she come become a doctor. What? She wish she become a doctor. Unreal wish it's a kind of wish or desire which is the best or imagination and which is untrue. It can't be achieved or complete. It has two subkinds. Present unreal wish it is introduced by past indefinite tense. It used when something is not possible in present to achieve or get. It just show the present unreal wish on the base of imaginations. Like a structure wish plus past indefinite. I wish I had enough money. It means I don't have enough money now, but I just wish to have it. That is impossible. In a past unreal wish, it is used to show that something was impossible in past or to achieve or get. It just show past unreal wish on the base of mitigations. Structure wish plus past and perfect tense. I wish I had studied MBBS. It's mean I did study MBBS in the past. It was just in the past on the basis of mitigation that was impossible to achieve. Like a kinds imperative sentence. Single imperative, like it is a kind of imperative that has a single command. Example, open the door, open the door. And double imperative, it's a kind of imperative that has double command. Clean the glass and bring water. What? It has to give double imperative. Clean the glass and bring water. So it's a double imperative. Negative imperative, it's a kind of imperative that has negative command. Like an example, don't clean the glass. Do not clean the glass. What? Do not clean the glass. For a joint imperative, it is a kind of imperative that has two commands for two difference between subject. Like Ali opened the door and Ahmad turned on the light. What? Ali opened the door and Ahmad turned on the light. Complete imperative, it's a kind of imperative that has subject and examples. Ali opened the door. It's a complete imperative. Emphatic imperative. It is a kind of imperative that has emphasized. Do you open the door? It's mean that you must be open the door. Do you open the door? It's mean that you must open the door. So imperative sentence is a kind of simple sentence that is used when we want to order someone to do something or order someone to stop him or her from doing something. It is a kind of sentence that has command or an order in it. Imperative, important point, we always use present indefinite tenses in it. We always order to second person. The subject of imperative sentence is already understood. Therefore, it is not required to mention the subject. In case the subject is not clear, we can use name it in it. Like open the door. Open the door. Here the subject is understood, so no need of subject to write or speak. Open the door. Ali close the window. So the subject is used in a speaking. There must be pause. There must be use between Ali and close the door. It's a common is used after noun. Exclamatory sentence. It's a kind of sentence that is used to show sudden feeling, such as a feeling happiness, sadness, or astonishment. Astonishment, we always use an exclamation mark on the end of it. Like, I got first position, Ali got married. We can always we can all we can also use interjection in it. Alisa, Harya, Yuhi, Dama, and it's wow. So, interrogative sentence. It's a kind of sentence that is used to get information or confirmation about someone or something. It does not have any statement in it. It is not used to give informations. Important points. It is always and in the questions mark. It always ends with a question mark. We always use a helping verb before the subject in it. Structure helping verb plus subject plus verb plus rest of the sentence. Is she speaking English? What did you buy? Can you speak English? Kinds of interrogative sentence like yes no questions. It's a kind of confirmation questions. It is used to know whether someone or something is right or wrong, or it is used to get confirmation about someone or something. Like example, does she study English? Yes, no. We always answer it by yes or no. For positive response, we use yes. For negative response, and we use no. For negative response, we use no. And positive response, we can to use yes. So kind of yes no questions. There are two kinds of yes or no questions. Positive yes no questions in the end of the yes or no questions. We can ask someone questions in a positive sense. Does she study English? Yes, she study. Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Negative yes no question is the kind of yes no question. We ask someone a question in a negative sense. But does she not study English formal and does not she study English informal? And trick questions. So what is trick questions? Trick questions it's a kind of confirmation questions. It is used to know whether the statement for one sentence is true or false. Or it is used to ask someone whether he she agree or disagree with the information of one sentence. Note it's also called short questions because it does not need man verb in object or complement. It needs only subject and helping verb. It's also called in connected questions. It always comes with the main sentence. A common it is used before take questions. In a trick questions we can to use in a common like before the common. But if the main sentence is a positive, the trick questions will be negative. That's all we have to say like in a previous lecture. They have like the meaning. I have given meanings like a same. It's the main sentence in a positive trick questions will be negative, and if the main sentence is negative, the trick questions will be positive. And we always use the construction form of negative helping verb like a rules. We always use a common before the trick questions. We always use short form of negative or helping word. Examples like look at she looks the meal. She cooked the meal. Sorry for that guys. She cooks the meal. Doesn't she Oliver Tucker? Didn't he? She doesn't study hard. Does she? Man sentence in a positive and the sent like Ali bought a car didn't he? It's a man sentence in a positive. And she doesn't study hard, does she? It's a man sentence is negative. And WH question, JNT question, you have to support. WH question is also called information question. It is used to get information about someone or something. It is always introduced by which word, WH word, such as who, whom, what, etc. Therefore, it is a called a WH question like a structure, WH word plus helping word plus subject plus verb plus rest of the sentence. Like example, what did she buy? He did like examples like we have to how we can be to refer. How do you teach English? Here, how is information in a word? Like whom? It is a WH word that is used to information question to get information about person in subject case. Like examples, who teach your grammar? Who has broken the door? Mr. Abid teach us grammar. Salman has broken the door. It is the answer of the questions. And whom, it is a WH word that is used to information questions to get information about person in objective case. Like whom did Ali call? Ali called Suleiman. And who has she married with? She has married with Ali. Where it is a WH or information question word, and it is information question to get someone about place of allocations. Etc. Like where does she teach English? She teach English at Kelp. Where do you live? I live in Peshawar. And she teach English at the Peshawar. When it is WH or information question word, it is used to get information about time or air. Like look at the example, you have to easily understand it. When do you wake up? I wake up at 6 o'clock. And when does she call you? She called me at night. What? It is WH or information questions word. It is used to get information about thing or either living or non-living. What is dead? It is a cat. And what is the name of your bank? Its name is MCB. Like we have to stir the why. Why is a WH or information question word? It is used to get more information about reason or purpose, or it is used to ask about the purpose or reason behind doing something. Not for reasons. We use because in answer. For a purpose, we use to be plus verb in an answer. Like examples, why did she come late? Why do you learn English? Because there was a lot of rush on a road. It's a reason. And why do you learn English? I learn English to get height band in eyelids. Eyelids is the most important, okay, and language. If you know that, I want to share an extra information because if you know that about if you want to learn IELTS, so you must be to learn English language. If you didn't know about language or you can be to speak, so it is very difficult for you. Okay, guys, I want to create it, but I want to share it. And whose? It is WH information question word. It is used to ask about honor. Who's care in this? It is only care. Which it is a WH information question word. It is used to get information about choice or some selection. Which car do you want to buy? I want to buy the black one. Which is your teacher? Mr. Abid is my teacher. Like how it is information question word. It is used to ask about condition of someone or something. And it is used to ask about manner or doing something. If you want to show a manner, we use a word like how are you? It's like condition to us. On phone, it is adjective. How do you speak? I speak English very clearly. Clearly is adverb of manner. What adverb? Adverb of manner. Included questions in questions. It is also called audible questions or embedded questions. It is a kind questions that is used to ask someone questions indirectly, politely, and with attention. Note in included questions in a question, we mix a one question in another questions. Therefore, the second question has to lose and it questions from and add. It is converted to the affirmative form. What? It is in affirmative form. The main questions of included questions always come second. The main question is converted into noun class. Therefore, it loses the questions from because dependent class does not have a questions form. Included questions are can you tell me? Do you know? Do you remember? It is included questions. Like example, where is our Bob Nias Stadium located? Do you know? Can you tell me? Do you remember? Where our Bob Nias Stadium is located? It is noun class. Because you can to ask in a place thing. And note we have two types of included questions in WH questions. Structure, do you know? Do you remember? Can you tell me? WH plus subject plus at v plus mv and plus rest of the sentence. And what is the further of doing? Like, do you know? Do you remember? And can you tell me? Like, what you further is doing? They have to include questions like yes, no questions. And do you remember, can you tell me, there is a difference between like that. If a whether plus subject plus have and main verb of the sentence, like has she gone to USA? Do you remember? Can you tell me if the whether she has gone to USA? Radical questions, it is have like the same but have two main difference between. It is also kind of a question that is used to when we want to draw attention of a listener. You want to focus like if you somebody can be want to focus this time, it does not need to any answer. It is not used to get information questions. Information or confirmations. Like, are you a blind? What is this? Are you getting man like that? And declarative questions, it is a kind of question that is used to ask about confirmation, and it is also called confirmation question. We never follow the structure of interrogative sentence. Not when a declarative sentence is used for confirmation, not for given information. It is called declarative question. It is always spoken with high or surprising tone. Therefore, it is also called innovations questions. Like only one to USA, Pakistan was second test. Oh, eco question. Eco questions is very important. Okay, guys. It is a kind of question that is repeated by the second person for further confirmation. Okay, when you want to statement and somebody can be tell, oh, of course, like that you have to see Mr. Salman Khan came to Pakistan. Oh, Salman Khan come to Pakistan? Like that. Yes, of course. Okay. Like somebody can be to change in your voice and their sentence was same. Like Pakistan won the match. Pakistan won the match? Yes, of course. Like that. Okay. That is eco questions. Alternative question is a kind of question in which we always offer choice to our reader or listener. It is also introduced by or which is a kind of coordinated conjunction. Like, do you like to meet Sama of Shogofta? And does she go to Islamabad or Lahore? It is alternative question when you want to add it to nouns. Today we can be to talk about in compound sentence. It's a kind of a multi-word sentence in which we always use to independent clause. Not both independent class are compound and combined by coordinative conjunction. They have two more situations, but we have two classes. That's more important, but one is of the conjunctions we have to always resolutions. Independent class plus conjunction plus independent class. Independent class we have to use in a conjunctions. Like I'm teaching grammar. They have to change the spellings like Rosanna is watching TV. Like in above in the sentence there are two clauses such as I'm teaching grammar. And Rosanna is watching TV but both of the which are combined by coordinated conjunctions. This is the above when a sentence which call be to about sentence is because if it is not continues to independent clause. Noted that is enough an excellent formation we have two resolutions. We always prefer compound sentence whenever you want to bring two statements like inside within own statements. But it is also more necessary in female child might it need to show whether both statements are compound. To complete in their meanings or not in else, we have to follow other kinds of multi-word sentence. But first of the assessments meant we have to talk compound sentence necessary. Manually, you have to use only with an one statement or complete but complex sentence. It is a kind of have to multi-word. What is the multi-word? It means we have to talk in a ego questions. Have to prefer in a one statement. We have one dependent class in independent class. Like हम पुश्तों में क्या कह रहे हैं कि पाकिस्तान बना और आज़ाद हुआ लेकिन इधर इसकी मीनिंग इधर है कि हम आज़ादी की तरीके से इसको कैसे इस्तेमाल करेंगे बट नोट इट इज़ a dependent class because it is come before independent अगर आज़ादी को नहीं बना सकते तो वो हम उसको मना भी नहीं सकते इसकी इधर मीनिंग अगर चेंज हो सकता है तो उसका हमें we have be to must be grammatical structure be to follow is used in a middle if an independent clause is come before a dependent in a common section it is not used. What? Because its class in a comes before. Like examples, you have to see in it. I'm going to show the screen. You have to easily understand. By the way, independent clause. We have to more thing not if, but one thing if you remember we can be to use F class. What is F? If you are previous structures, you have to see in a conjunction. She will get first position and she study hard. But first of the independent clause and second and self only independent clause. And a second statement we have to independent clause but conjunction is not remembered. Remember that we have to must be use comma sections. If she study hard, if she study hard, she will get first position because this conjunction is remembered. It is a common, it is a one sentence, but the remember we have to gents. One thing remember in above the sentence there are two clauses, but which is and if the study hard, she will get first position both of the which is a combined. Subordinated conjunctions is have to thus above the sentence is called complex sentence. By the way, if you have to remember consonant two clauses, one depend and one independent. So not we always prefer complex sentence. Whenever you want to bring two statements inside in within a one statement, sorry for guys, sentence. It is also more necessary to mind. In a right sections, we have to in a red point. This is important. You have to note it for yourself. Complex. The sentence is merely used only a statement in a complement. One statement is incomplete, but remember that is a compound or complex sentence. It is not be used. They have to be independent clause. We have to must be before use. It is a kind of a multi-word sentence in which we have one two independent clause. Conjunction dependent clause, gamma sections dependent clause, conjunction independent. The sentence was same, but the edit often grammatical researches to make. If she study hard, she will get physicians and will buy mobile for her. Listen, guys, they have to target what they had to target about of some one statement. So it's enough. That is all of the sentence. If you have to any questions like in about of the sentence, we can to ask. Okay, guys. Thank you. Have a nice day. Best of wish.